If you think talking about romance books is like recommending corn to other people, then I'll just give you a second to just skedaddle on out of here. Are we good? Do I have the right audience? Okay, perfect. I am so excited because in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my January TBR, and don't you worry, it is full of spice, full of smut, and I just read for vibes, like 3 of my favorite things. So let's get into it. At the top of my list is the Addicted series. This was a 5-star read for me, but I want to go ahead and dive into Hothouse Flower. I love this series so much. If you just crave the drama, chaos, and messiness in like found family, this is right up your alley. It gives me like Euphoria, Gossip Girl, and Jessa Hastings vibes. I'm like, no pun intended, but I'm completely addicted to this series. I already finished Kiss the Sky. This is book 4 in the series. Rose and Connor kind of give me Blair and Chuck Bass vibes. Like not completely, but very similar. In book number 5, Hothouse Flower goes into the 3rd couple in the series. I'm just so excited. I literally cannot put these books down. I 100% recommend the series. Okay, y'all, I don't know what it is about me, but I just have not been in a fantasy romance phase lately. I think it's just because it takes so much brain power to just like follow the story, like the world building, you know, I'm just gonna say it. I don't like world building. I have ADHD. It's hard for me to focus. So I've got Dire Bound. I've heard so many of my besties talk and rave about this book. I've heard that it gives very much so like Fourth Wing, Zodiac Academy vibes. It has some dragons and wolves. Wait, am I making the dragons part up? But I think it's set in an academic setting. And yes, it is a thick book. She is chonky. It is like over 550 pages. I am gonna attempt annotating this book, which one thing about me, I am very much so a perfectionist and I love to keep everything, including my books, in pristine condition. But that is what I'm gonna do when I try to read Dire Bound. A new genre of romance that I fell in love with last year was dark military romance. Like, where has it been my entire life? My first dark military romance was by K.M. Moronova, Leave Me Behind. And if you've seen my other videos, I think I've talked about it in literally every single one of my videos, but it is that good. I just like, it's so unhinged, it's so messed up, but I just love that kind of stuff. So I'm so excited to read My Blade, You're Back. This is the 2nd book in the Duet, which is called the Dark Forces Duet. Okay, it's right there. Also, can we give a moment of applause for the book art? Like the cover, the inside. Did you know that Kim Moronova actually does her own artwork, which is freaking amazing? Like, she don't use no AI. The first book in this series was such a fast read for me. I'm gonna admit, this is a stressful series. Like, all of K.M. Moronova's books are so stressful. But if you want to be on the edge of your seat, like, grab any one of her books. She has become an auto-buy author for me. So I'm so excited to read this one. Another thing about me is that I love to read books out of order. Huh? Okay, I know that's very like, I said I was a perfectionist and stuff like that. I follow the rules, but if an author says that all the books in a series can be read standalone and they're just all interconnected, then you best bet I'm gonna do that. So that's what I've been doing with the Twisted series by Anna Huang. Last month I read Twisted Hate, which I fell in love with actually. Twisted Hate absolutely like was the right book at the right time. I also heard that Twisted Lies is the best one in the series. My bestie Myrna and I are going to buddy read this and I'm just so excited. All right, if I haven't scared you off by now, then thank you so much for being here. My next book is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Okay, has anyone read Credence by Penelope Douglas? That one was so unhinged, and that one was basically like a little family affair with your step uncle, step cousin. It was so unhinged. But did I love it? Yeah. Did I eat it up? Yeah. Did I give it 5 stars? Yeah. I understand it's not for everybody, but Birthday Girl, I just need more Penelope Douglas's books. So this is about a girl and her ex-boyfriend's dad, or is it her boyfriend's dad? That would be even crazier. And I just need something to like, the reason why I love taboo and these crazy ass books is that just helps me escape from like my in real life problems, like everything going on at work and home. So if that resonates with you, let me know in the comments below and like give me some recommendations for other crazy ass books. You will see my review later. My last book is a little bit more tame, and the reason why I'm picking this up I actually have two reasons. It is Wuthering Heights. The first reason is because the movie is coming out in February, okay? Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie, like, my dream cast. But I'm excited because I feel like I want to also challenge myself to read a classic. And it was so funny. I was at Barnes & Noble and checking out, and the sales associate at the cashier was like, oh, this is so good. And I just like straight up like, is it easy to read? He was like, have you read Jane Austen before? And without just like oversharing, I was just like, no. And he's like, have you read Charles Dickinson? I was like, no. And he's like, oh, well, I think you can do it. And I was like, do you even know me? But like, you know, I was like in my head, like, I love books like Fourth Wing. I love stepbrother romances. Like, I love dark, crazy shit. So I didn't explain that to him because I feel like I didn't need to, like, I don't know, I'm being autistic and stuff. I'm gonna give another classic a shot. This is something I want to work towards as my reading goals. I want to become a better reader, okay? But I don't want to become too good of a reader where I start like picking on things like that authors do. Mark my words, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna attempt to do it, okay? But if you also have tips on how to read classic books, like let me know. Like all I have in my brain is like brain rot, like ooh-ee-I, ooh-ee-I. In my next video, I'm so excited because I want to start reading. Oh, I forgot! Heated Rivalry. That is gonna be a whole separate video. It needs its own dedicated video. I'm gonna be reading Heated Rivalry. Gosh, it's so hard for me to pronounce that. If you haven't like guessed that I'm neurodivergent by now, like, okay, this is it. I ate up the show during winter break. Like, I binge watch it and I cannot get enough. I was like, also, why do we only have 6 episodes? I am foaming at the mouth for the show. So I just like crashed out and I bought all 6 books in the entire series from harlequin.com. They were having a sale, but it was basically buy 3, get 2 free. So the entire 6-book series with tax and shipping was like $66. In girl math, that was free. I'm getting paid to read. So I'm gonna do a reading vlog of Game Changers, book 1 in the series, so look out for that. If you've made it to the end, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!